All right, guys, we're into the third lesson of week 9. Today we're still staying with that same idea of adding two fractions with like denominators. And now we're going to continue on with the idea we learned yesterday where the sum is a whole or a mixed number. But now today we're going to add on this really tricky part, simplify. We've got to simplify. What does that mean? That means writing it in lowest terms. Remember, when we look at our rainbow fraction bar, we see that lowest terms does not mean lowest this way, right? It means lowest this way, getting a lower denominator. So we're going to go ahead and work through the same process we did yesterday where we're going to be adding these numbers and getting a number greater than one whole. But then we're going to be also simplifying them, writing them in lowest terms like what we worked on last week. Let's jump into the first one. All right, remember we got to keep this diagram in our minds that the numerator over the denominator, when I simplify it or convert it from an improper to a mixed number, division box, numerator in the box, denominator out of the box, whole number on top, and if you've got a remainder, it's your new numerator. Let's keep that in mind and with us all the time. I want you to write it on a piece of paper or a sticky note and keep that with you when you work on your problems. Hey, talking about problems, let's take a look at the first one. If I have 3/4 plus 3/4, what do I get? Well, we already know that when you add these fractions, the bottom number, the denominator needs to stay the same, 4. Now we add the numerator, 3 and 3, and you get 6. Uh-oh, 6 is bigger than 4. That means we've got to convert it. So let's go ahead and convert it. Remember, make your division bar. Which one goes in the box? The numerator does. Denominator goes outside of the box. All right, what's 6 divided by 4? Very good. That's 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 6 subtract 4 is 2. Okay, so I have 1, remainder 2. Okay, now when I write that as my mixed number, I've got 1 as my whole fraction bar, 2 is my numerator, and what's my denominator? It's still 4. But now I need to do the last step. Something new today is simplify. So let's go ahead and simplify. Well, can 1 be simplified? No, 1 can't be simplified. So we're going to leave that the same. Can 2 be simplified? Yeah. What number can fit inside of 2 and 4? 2 does. Now remember, we divide. What's 2 divided by 2? 1. What's 4 divided by 2? 2. So 1 2/4 gets simplified as 1 1/2. Remember, you can look at your rainbow fraction chart if you need to see how 2/4 equals 1/2. You should be starting to memorize that too. So when I add 3/4 and 3/4, I get 1 1/2 as my sum. Let's do that one more time. All right, guys, I'm going to keep that diagram in front of me all the time because I'm going to need that. Let's take a look at 5/10 plus 9/10. All right, what do we get? 5/10 plus 9/10. Well, remember, My denominator always stays the same until I simplify. 10. 5 and 9 get me 14. All right, 14 is bigger than 10, so I've got to convert it to a mixed number. Which number goes in the box? Very good, 14 does. 10 goes out of the box. 14 divided by 10 is 1. 1 times 10 is 10. 14 subtract 10 is 4. So you have one remainder 4. Remember, we write that out. 1 is my whole number. 4 is my new numerator. What's my denominator? Very good, it's 10. And now in this last step is where I simplify. 1, my whole number is going to stay the same, fraction bar. What number can fit inside of 4 and 10? Very good, 2 does. What's 4 divided by 2? You know that, it's 2. What's 10 divided by 2? Very good, it's 5. So 5/10 plus 9/10 gets me 1 2/5. Put that into practice today on toucan fraction number 8.